Arthur in the earliest texts is famous as a legendary warlord. Some argue that he was a fantasy figure of folklore who originated as a figure of story who fought giants and witches and was later historicized. Arthur was the firstborn son of King Uther at Padron and heir to the throne. However, these were very troubled times, and Arthur was advised that he should be raised in a secret place, that no one should know his true identity. Arthur is a central figure in legends making up the so-called matter of Britain. The legendary Arthur developed as a figure of international interest largely through the popularity of Geoffrey on Monmouth's fanciful and imaginative 12th century Historia Regum Britannia. King Arthur is a legendary British leader of the late 5th and early 6th centuries, who, according to many of the histories and romances, led to the defense of Britain against the Saxon invaders in the early 6th century. Guinevere was Arthur's wife. In some very early versions, she became to be known as an adulterous woman who betrayed Arthur by carrying on an affair with his best friend Sir Lancelot. Lancelot, French Lancelot du Lac, one of the greatest knights in Erythrian romance, he was the lover of Arthur's queen, Guinevere, and was the father of the pure knight Sir Galahad. Arthur, in anger, started a war against Sir Lancelot, which is still going on today. Now, Arthur had a very special sword called the Excalibur. It was given to Arthur by a lady of the lake, and then he had to return it to her before he died. It was said that the sword grants the divine right to rule England. In many versions, Excalibur's blade was engraved with phrases on opposite sides, "Take me up" and "Cast me away." In addition, when Excalibur was first drawn in the first battle testing Arthur's sovereignty, its blade blinded his enemies. The origin of the Welsh name Arthur remains a matter of debate. Some suggest that the derived from Roman nomen gentle, Atreus, of the obscure and constant etymology or Etruscan origin. Some scholars have suggested it is relevant to this debate that the legendary King Arthur's name only appears as Arthur or Arturus in early Latin Arthurian texts, never as Arturus. However, this may not say anything about the origin of the name Arthur, as Artus would mainly become Art and then borrowed into Welsh. Camelot was the name of King Arthur's kingdom in legend. It has come to be thought that as a kingdom of justice and chivalry. Its location has never been specifically given, although some historians believe that Calbury Hill in Somerset, England, may form the basis of the historical Camelot. Many other locations have also been suggested, such as Camelon, Colchester, and Kenwet. Many different knights are mentioned in the various legends about King Arthur. However, the most common ones are Sir Lancelot, Sir Galahad, Sir Percival, Sir Bors, Sir Gawain, Sir Gareth, Sir Kay, Sir Bedivere, Sir Lamock, Sir Tristram, Sir Xavier, Sir Balin, and Sir Balin. The Round Table is King Arthur's famed table in the Erythrian legend, around which he and his knights congregated. As it suggests, it has no head, implying that everyone who sits there is equal status. The table was first described in 1155 by Wace, who revealed on previous depictions of Arthur's fabulous retinue. The symbolism of the Round Table developed over time. By the close of the 12th century, has had to come to represent the chivalric order associated with Arthur's court, the Kings of the Round Table. The Holy Grail's powers are never clearly explained, but it possesses many varying mystical powers in various versions of the legend. In modern times, the Grail has come to be thought of either as the cup from which Jesus drank during the Last Supper, or the cup that caught his blood when he was crucified. As a result, it is believed to be scared and possesses great powers of healing. Many later legends, despite King Arthur's knights going on various quests in search of it. Usually, all but one knight, either Galahad or Percival, are denied it because they were impure. So, in the end, King Arthur that we know today is a collection of different legends, written by different authors at different times. They are all united by a common theme that King Arthur was a 5th century British general who fought against Anglo-Saxon tribes and to ensure that Britain remained a paradise of the West. If the past 100 of years are anything to go by, the story of King Arthur shows no signs of losing any of its magnetism. Thank you for listening. This has been Luka Zemunik, 8 Walsh.